Is happening, fellow collectors, fellow subscribers, fellow hunters? Mike the Hunter here. Today I wanted to share with you guys a little custom piece that I picked up online. It's something that I've been wanting to get for quite some time. So right now I currently have two Snake Eyes figures from the G.I. Joe Classified line. I have the first Snake Eyes that we received from the first line, as well as the first Snake Eyes and Timber we received with the old school looking Snake Eyes. And one thing I got bored of was the head sculpt on my first Snake Eyes. This is the first Snake Eyes head that we got. It's cool, but one thing I prefer is the actual the visor to be silver or gray, and also just the shape of like the mouth, the sculpt. It's a really good looking one, it really is. But at the end of the day, I found that we're getting different head sculpts of Snake Eyes that just look so much better than this first one we got. So I started searching up, different G.I. Joe heads to customize. I have recently done some customizing of my own. I'm not the best at customizing, I'll tell you that right now. But man, playing with all these G.I. Joes, collecting all these Joe lines, really made me want my very own G.I. Joe figure. I did not have any luck finding one that looked like me, so I stuck with a head sculpt that I had here as an extra. I went to Hobby Lobby, got some modeling clay, just the cheap kind, I think it was like $1.49 for a little cube of modeling clay. I got to sculpting, and I was able to create my very own Mike the Hunter custom G.I. Joe. Now, this is my first time ever sculpting any hair, any beard whatsoever. The hair on top, I know a lot of people were like, bro, like that's a pompadour. I had to sculpt over the spiked hair that Hemsworth already had, so it kind of made that extra bump on top. But overall, I'm pretty satisfied. Like this, I really thought this figure resembles me somewhat. Just a regular good old Mike the Hunter figure I whipped up. I did use the Stuart Outback body from Tiger Force. I painted the shirt black. I also painted the vest a dark brown with some touches of gold on the buckles. The boots I also did paint black. I thought it was pretty cool. I thought it was decent just to have a Mike the Hunter, something of a Mike the Hunter figure on the G.I. Joe shelf. So with that being said, the potential that I saw being able to change my other G.I. Joes and make some custom tweaks to them, I got down to searching for a different Snake Eyes head. I found this site on Etsy, Jay's Armory. I don't know this guy anything, I just think he's really professional, and I highly recommend if you're looking for custom head sculpts, you know how to paint them, go see this guy, man. He's got some good prices, and he's got a full catalog of different heads from different movies, games, just all sorts of characters you can choose from. But they do not come painted, so it's going to be cheaper as opposed to having one already painted for you. So let me go ahead and show you the head that I picked up. I ended up picking up this Snake Eyes head sculpt, which I think looks really good. It has wrinkles on the seams of the head, as you can see. This is Snake Eyes to me. You see the sides of the visor? It just looks more realistic and detailed. See those wrinkles on the back there too. So I saw this one and thought, holy shit, I want my Snake Eyes to look like that. $10. Very cheap. So I thought, you know what, I got acrylic paint, I've painted figures before, I've made custom Mortal Kombat figures, so painting one little head sculpt shouldn't be that bad. It's going to be mostly black, and then I just have to paint the visor silver. This is the look that I'm going for right here that you see on the side. This is Snake Eyes to me. I think it looks really good. Now, one negative thing I must say about this custom head, it's way too loose. Look at that. Don't know what I can possibly do to make it fit good. I know maybe I can sculpt maybe some modeling clay around the actual peg. I don't know. I haven't done that before. I might have to do some research. But for now, it's going to be mainly displayed on my shelf anyways. If it ends up being an issue, I'll look into, stuffing some modeling clay in there just to keep the head positioned. A simple temporary fix. But if you guys have any recommendations, please comment below. So aside from painting the Snake Eyes, which I'm going to, tag you guys along, I also wanted to do something in addition to having the Snake Eyes. Oh, I love that yerba. I made a huge score at my local Burlington Coat Factory. 1, 2, 3. Come on, Mike. And 4 Red Ninjas from the Marvel Legends Stiltman Build-A-Figure wave. Bro, these were $10 a ninja, and I never even found them in the stores to begin with. So I've never had hand ninjas in my life. I've had the G.I. Joe Red Ninjas. So I thought, you know what? Holy ass, how sick would it be if I got those Red Ninjas and these ninjas, put them together in a nice photography set, and had Snake Eyes posing in a good fight position against all these damn ninjas. Today, I'm going to be doing a nice, sweet photography setup. I always love playing with my toys, and I love doing it with you guys, so let's have an adventure today with that. So first things first, let's go ahead and get the paint setup out. Let's get the acrylics, the paint brushes, yada yada, and let's get busy. Okay, so here's the first coat so far. This acrylic paint really sits nice on this plastic. You don't have to worry about it being blotchy. You don't have to worry about it looking inconsistent. This paint really just grabs onto that plastic. Keep in mind, I'm not going to keep the ears black. Those are going to be silver as well. Alright, so I did the second coat. Now I'm going to go ahead and put some of this pearl metallic acrylic paint for the visor. I know metallic paints can be very, very blotchy because they're almost like a glitter, you know. Hang on a second, guys, because I'm thinking this isn't the way to go. I think I am going to do a base paint of like a gray on the visor first, and then I'll brush over it with some metallic, because with this metallic paint, it's really hard to just get a clean coat. You see how you could still see the orange through the metallic paint? I don't want that. You can see like right here in the ear, this already has a base coat of black. I'm going to try to paint over that with some metallic. You see how it just comes out so much better? So let's do that. Let's get a nice base coat of gray over the visor. Then we'll go over it with metallic. I got some gray splotted on the black, but that's okay. I'm just going to go back over it with more black. But there is my base coat of gray to go over the visor. That looks better. I'm almost tempted to just leave it as the gray, but I need that sparkle, man. I need that metallic look on Snake Eyes' face. So once this base coat is dry with the gray, I'm going to go ahead and go over it with metallic. Okay, so that silver acrylic paint really attached itself to the base coat gray that I put. So it was definitely a good idea that I did that. Otherwise, I would have completely smeared all of my metallic paint all over the visor, and it would have never settled in a good spot. So I just kind of dry brushed the metallic paint over the gray, so it came out good. It looks like shit right now because the paint's overlapping onto the mask. So I'm going to paint that over with some black, and we will see the finished product of Snake Eyes. Trying so hard not to touch that visor. Kind of got to be a... You kind of got to be a Snake Eyes yourself when fucking painting like this, man. Got to hold your breath. Man, that's what snipers do, bro. When they got to take that shot, they got to hold their breath. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and let this dry for a couple hours. Go take care of some business, and I will return to actually fit this on the Snake Eyes body. Booyah, baby! You looking real good. Look at that head. Look at that sculpt. Let me know in the comments. Are you thinking about getting one of your own? Pulling out the acrylic paint yourself, giving it a shot? I think anyone could do this, man. As long as you got steady hands, as long as you have patience, you can do this to your Snake Eyes as well. I was really sick and tired of looking at the same Snake Eyes head sculpt the entire time of owning the Snake Eyes. In the beginning, it was hot shit, like, oh my gosh, I finally have a Snake Eyes in 6-inch form. But you know how it is being a collector. After a while, you have that figure. You start getting a little spoil-minded and thinking, you know what? I want something even better. Do I still want the Snake Eyes in Timber with the brown pants and the scarf? Most definitely. But I think it's going to be a while until I get my hands on that one. Unless it's actually, maybe not. I think I saw it on Amazon for about 45 bucks, if I'm not wrong. So I might be aiming for that one pretty soon, but I've been going crazy with the Joes as of lately, so I got to kind of slow my roll a little bit and play with what I actually have. And who knows, maybe whip out a few more customs, because as long as headpieces like this are 10, 12 bucks, they ship out pretty fast. Hey, I got loads of acrylic paint sitting right here, ready to do some more. So I did tell you guys that I was going to pop open the Red Ninjas, get a nice little diorama set up. So let's do some fig photography.
We got some samurai action happening here with the Red Ninjas. Got the diorama set up. Snake Eyes is about to kick some ass. So we have those two walls that I just built the other night. Made those with the foam. Painted them with acrylic paint. These I've had for a while. Brick walls that I made also from foam. And then this bottom diorama board. And then I got the 2 ring lights up here. I should really invest in some 3 ring lights actually. I need to invest in some Amazon LED lights though. Some easy portable ones so I don't have to deal with all this shit being wired all across the desk. But anywho, enough about that. Let's get back to the action. Just want to get it right about there. Man, that looks good. That's like thumbnail worthy. The title right above them. So cool. Get you a couple close-ups here before I change the poses. I'm proud of these Red Ninjas, man. They're not so bad. They could be a little bit more flexible, but I got some decent poses out of them. Especially that guy in the back, where he's like in a fight position. That one's pretty cool with the hands. Alright, Snake, let's see what else you're capable of. Alright guys, so I hope you enjoyed that nice little cinematic montage of Snake Eyes kicking some ass. So I'm really excited to track down that Snake Eyes with the brown pants. I think it would match this head sculpt so much better. You guys might ask where I found that hand with the open palm. That is from a Black Panther figure. I went digging in my box of extra hands and found that one and thought, you know what? I need to switch it up with Snake Eyes a little bit, give him an open hand, and I think it looks awesome. Many more G.I. Joe videos to come. Gonna be unboxing some new figures I got for Christmas, so please stay tuned as I whip those up. And yeah, man. That being said, I hope you enjoy your figures. I hope you enjoy your families. And as always, folks, good hunting. Peace!